Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Your Love Story for November 2020. And this is for you coming from Libra. Before I begin, here's my email address. If you would like to have a 90-minute session with me to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms, I'll show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers if you're into lotteries. And I'll show you also how to reach that wonderful, powerful energy already within you. When you connect to it, that's when you get all the luck going. We'll talk about that later. So, you coming from Libra, your first 15 days in November, there are two planets there who reduce your tolerance for others, reduce your teamwork, and also make your temper very bad. So you have to be careful if you find a new romance. There may be a clash of bad tempers with the person that you find in the first 15 days in November. So somebody new may not be on the same wavelength as you. Be careful. Apart from this bad temper area, the other planets are pretty good. And so you may have slowly over the first 15 days in November a better time with the person you meet. You need to be getting used to each other. The very beginning, there may be clashes of opinions, but later on, in the first 15 days, as days go by, the improvement will be seen. If you have an ongoing romance, the last thing you want to do is to either take charge, be bossy, and dominate, or to show your temper. Any of these can bring certain stress, definitely very quickly. There are planets here that bring a problem because of this explosion of anger. The other alignment of planets are very good. They say that you can unexpectedly meet somebody, finding a new romance. And if you have an ongoing romance, you're going to find that apart from the bad temper, you're going to later on slowly find better and better instances where you will get used to each other's good sense. So, on your ongoing romance in the first 15 days, expect a bit of fireworks here and there, but also expect reason as well. So, there will be ups and downs created in these first 15 days in an ongoing romance that you have. Since it's you listening to me, you don't want to be provocative and you definitely don't want to be pushy and dominating. If you are married, well, the advice is almost the same. It's the anger planets that will make your marriage troublesome in the first 15 days. All you need to do is to control the anger. How do you do that? Don't say a word if you are angry. Be quiet. And apart from that, unexpected good news may be seen in your marriage area, which will bring plenty of happiness between you and your marriage partner. There's also a planet of argument. So don't argue either. And you will find that your area of marriage is going to be much better. So overall, new romance, don't show your temper, don't argue, don't be pushy. Ongoing romance, try to be flexible when you find with the person that you are in love with. Be flexible. And definitely you don't want to argue. And thirdly, your marriage area in the first 15 days, try not to show temper and be as accommodating as possible. There are enough planets there to make you happy. The last 15 days in November, the last 15 days, you coming from Libra. Now, the last 15 days have some severe problems. They are nasty last 15 days of November. And if you find somebody, a new romance in the last 15 days, you have to be very cautious to find the nature of this person and the background and the behavior patterns. Because this could be very dominating, very angry person who somehow has been hurt and hasn't overcome the hurt. So you may be finding somebody wounded, and somebody wounded may strike out at you. So what do you do? Well, take your time if you meet somebody that you like very much, and don't rush into the new romance. Take your time because there are too many ups and downs I see here. So you're going to have more than your hands full with somebody you meet in the last 15 days of November because there will be uncertainty in a new romance. If you have an ongoing romance, then there are a few things you mustn't do. Firstly, the anger planets are shown there. for you coming from Libra. Secondly, don't dominate and control. So give your ongoing romance partner as much space as possible so that the person who is your ongoing romance partner doesn't feel somehow under control or under threat. Don't be hasty as well in wanting things done. In other words, don't be pushy. So don't do that, or your ongoing romance is going to weaken. Basically, I see that the nasty planets are overpowering your good planets. So you're going to be under stress with your ongoing romance partner in the last 15 days in November. Regarding your marriage, you coming from Libra, don't bring up anything of the past that might just start another round of trouble. Keep quiet about it. Secondly, improve your tolerance and improve your teamwork with your marriage partner. There seems to be differences already there. So there can be trouble brewing very quickly in the last 15 days in November. And lastly, there are planets here that make you dominating as well. Don't want to be dominating in your marriage area. Give your marriage partner space. That would make the last 15 days more manageable. Last 15 days in November. Now you coming from Libra, I want to give you your lucky ages. And your lucky ages are going to be, if you happen to be the ages of 17 or 26 or 35 or 44 or 53 or 62 or 71 or 80, you're going to be one very lucky person in the area of love, romance, marriage. So you're going to be that lucky person in these lucky ages. If you are not of these ages, then you should see me one day for a reading. Your lucky colors, I would suggest you wear plenty of the color turquoise during the month of November. It belongs to a planet which is very powerful, the planet Venus. And the planet Venus is definitely there to help you in the month of November, where romance and marriage is concerned. So wear plenty of turquoise in November. The lucky direction to face would be, for you, I would say it would be west. Face west and you're going to be very lucky, because in the month of November, for Libra, the planets at the west side are going to be luckier for you. So everything you do, try to face south. Try to face west. Try to face west. So that even making a phone call, anything you do, try to face west for inspiration as well. There will be somebody from a zodiac sign that will trouble you. And this person, for you coming from Libra, this person could very well be somebody from Leo. So somebody from Leo is going to trouble you in the sense of romance and marriage in the month of November. Whether it's your marriage partner, ongoing romance partner, a new partner that you find. If that person is coming from Leo, tell yourself you have to treat that person very, very gently. Otherwise, it may just collapse and break down, whether it's a marriage or a romance. So be careful. You will form an attachment to somebody. That attachment may be interest, maybe friendship, maybe more like romance. And that person, for you coming from Libra, I would say that that person could very well be somebody from Virgo. So somebody from Virgo can form a wonderful attachment to you, an attachment which has got to do with matters of the heart, like romance and marriage. Well, this 90-minute session, yes, when I have your date of birth, time of birth, and when I can read your palms, I'll be able to do your next 9 years based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. And so I will show you how to benefit from your lucky colors and lucky gemstones and lucky days. And I will help you to become famous and somebody. How? You see, we have a soul. You have a soul, I have a soul. Everybody is given a powerful force to help our journey in life. And I call it the soul. Some call it the spirit. Some call it the guide. And to be able to use your soul to your advantage, you will need to connect to your soul. And I'll teach you how to connect to your soul so that you can be somebody very special, like the people we see, who have billions of dollars, who have rich fame, who are adored by people because of their outstanding ideas. And why shouldn't you be the person? And I'll show you also how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. All that information in this 90 minutes. And it will just cost you USD $50. So I look forward to meeting you one day. In the meantime, send me an email and let's get down to the connection to get your next 9 years going for you, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. In the meantime, I wish you a good month of November where your love story is concerned. Thank you and goodbye.